All right, so I said how I was going to give you numbers to represent different probabilities, and here we go. So in the Padlet, you just thought up some events, maybe in your life, that are impossible, unlikely, equally as likely as unlikely, likely, and certain. Now I'm going to show you some numbers. So all these numbers are between 0 and 1. So we're going to be talking about fractions. 0, if something has a probability of 0, that means it's impossible. So there's a probability of 0 that the sun will go down at noon, right? Not going to happen. That has a probability of 0. Let's add it. Sun goes down at noon. The probability is 0. The opposite of that is 1. If the probability of something is 1, then it is certain to happen. So, certain to happen, the sun will go down at some point later tonight. Certain, sun goes down later tonight. We know it will. 100% chance, certain. Now, all the fractions represent things in between. So the fraction 1/2 means it's equally as likely to happen as it is to not happen. So like when you're having a baby, it is equally likely that you'll have a boy and a girl. So let's say like half probability, baby, why do none of my markers work? Let's try this one. Baby, is a girl. There's a half probability right between impossible and certain. Okay, so that's a half. Let's think about something unlikely. Something unlikely might have the probability of a quarter. It happens a quarter of the time, 1/4. I don't know, what's something that's unlikely? It's unlikely that the store down the road is open. Most stores are closed right now. But some stores are open. So store down the road is open. Maybe a quarter, 1/4 probability. Between 1/2 and 1 is things that are likely to happen. They're probably going to happen. So what's something that's likely? I'm going to eat lunch today. Sometimes I forget to eat lunch. But usually I eat lunch. 3/4 of the time, let's say, I eat lunch. So it's likely. So as you move into the Desmos activity where you're thinking about the numbers you roll, you're going to be coming up with fractions and then seeing if those fractions mean that rolling that number is impossible, unlikely, equally likely is unlikely, likely, or certain. These are numbers that represent probability, which is just how likely it is that something's going to happen.